Hi guys, it's Dale with the insurance. Today we're gonna talk about an article that's rather fun. It's actually titled "Car Insurance Trivia," right? So hopefully there's some small nuggets within the article that you may say, "Aha, you know what? I really didn't know that. I need to keep that in mind next time this happens." Um, because even if you're well versed in car insurance, or even if you're in the industry, there are situations, we all know there are situations while driving that may occur where you think back and say, you know what, am I covered for this? If I mean, hopefully it's not after something has happened, but there's always something that comes up where that comes into question. Case in point, some of like three of my favorites that come up quite often. I live out in the sticks, so I see deer all the time. I see all types of animals all the time. But let's say you hit a deer or you hit a raccoon, God forbid, you hit any animal. Does quite a bit of damage to your vehicle, right? The first thing that comes to mind is, oh my God, am I covered? It's not another car. I didn't physically hit a tree or a pole. It was an animal. Not to say that an animal hitting an animal is okay. That's horrible as well. But the animal won't have insurance. So in such cases, believe it or not, if you have basic coverage, you would be covered for any kind of medical issues that may have occurred. But unfortunately, your car, unless you have comprehensive coverage, your car would not be covered, right? So any medical care you receive covered definitely, but unless you have comprehensive coverage, the damage, which can be extensive, caused from that hitting that animal may not be covered. Another good one is, let's say you've gotten into an accident, and this one's good because everyone, not everyone, but you should know that when you do get into an accident, say the least amount of is possible, especially to the other party. Kind of exchange information, call the police, call your insurance company, but keep your opinions about the accident to yourself, because it could obviously be used against you. So let's say you got into an accident. Both insurance companies are involved, but they can't reach a settlement on who's at fault, right? And what's the percentage of liability for each side. Each of them are saying it was your driver. Oh no, it was your driver. What happens then, right? Do you guys just go your separate ways and absorb the costs of paying for your respective vehicles? No, what happens is the case actually goes to an impartial arbiter, and each insurance company kind of pleads their case to this arbiter. The arbiter then comes back and determines which the percentage of liability for each partner, right? And then obviously the carriers accept it and pay whatever that percentage is. That is why, because if you get out of your car and say, oh my God, I'm so sorry, this was my fault, it would be used in such a circumstance, right? And the last one is kind of very, very common, but a good nugget to know, are valuables left in your car, right? So let's say your car was broken into, you had a valuable watch in there, or a camera, or a laptop, whatever the case may be. The laptop, the watch, whatever is valuable, was stolen from the car. Once again, this is kind of like the deer example, whereby you'd be covered, but the car wouldn't. In this case, the car, the basic insurance, the car would be covered, but the valuable, which may have cost more than the damage to the car, the valuable would not be covered, at least under your insurance or under your auto insurance policy. That doesn't mean it's not covered. It's typically covered under your homeowners or renters policy. So there is coverage out there, just not with auto. So there's several more within the article. These are just kind of small anecdotes to keep in the front of your mind. Hopefully you are never presented with any of them, but if you are, hopefully this article comes back to mind to let you know what, I should think about that, or I should see if I'm covered. Once again, guys, thanks for stopping by. We'll talk to you next week.